Anyways, what's going on? Welcome back to another episode of the best worst show on the internet. Yes, I'm your host, Mr. Manuel Chavez III, aka Defango, aka a turd, whatever. How's it going? I couldn't even say it right, and I screwed it up. How many times have I said that? I don't know. There's something amiss in the world today. I got my battle gown on because I feel the punishment is about to be here. Woohoo! Did you guys feel the disruption in the force this morning? I felt it. I was driving to work watching the snow melt at an ever-increasing rate and being like, God damn, that sun be hot, yo! I don't think you guys really noticed it, though. I mean, I would be surprised if you did, but there's going to be a lot more of the same coming on our way very, very really soon. I feel like you should be aware of it. But anyways, there's a lot of stuff going on. Hopefully you're doing very well today. Hello to my friends out there, or those people, you people out there that live in my computer that sometimes say nice things to me and sometimes say not so nice things to me, and that also sometimes send me money or whatever. I don't know if you're real people. I only really know that maybe like one or two of you are real. Because I seen you with my balls. Probably shouldn't have said it like that. But like I said, I seen you with my balls. Anyways, but if you're going to say something, you might as well stick with it. Just roll right past it. Act like you didn't even realize you said it. Because the reality here is that you should never say nice things, and you should never say nice things to people. Heard it here first. That's right, over here at Griftcast. Anytime you're being extra nice, people know that you're sus. Right? I'm just kidding. But no, seriously, though, that's what it is with me. Maybe it's one of my ever-redeeming qualities, but whenever people are nice to me, I'm always like, oh, fuck, there's something going on here. I don't know what's going on with this person. Sus! 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 Yeah. Have to kill me first is trying to figure out if he's real or not. I don't know if you're real or not. Have I ever seen you with my balls? Because that's how I dictate whether something is real or not. But then the reality is that even if you see it with your eyes, is the reality that we live in the base reality? Or are we living in a simulation that could end at any moment? Never mind. Okay, that's pretty serious. You may think that you understand what reality is. You may think that you understand what life is, but we could all just be living in a simulation. We could all just be some guy's battery in his car. Or we could be like, they'd be like, what is my purpose? And you're like, to spread butter. What? Fucking for real? That's all we're here for? Ah! I mean, honestly, at least you're here. Because if you're not here, then where would you be? Where would you be? Nowhere. And I've been to nowhere, and that place sucks. You know why? Because there's nothing there. It's just a fucking black void of endless nothingness. I mean, if you wait long enough and you're powerful enough, sure, you can create something in the nothingness, but generally, the guy sat around don't want you to be doing that shit. Shouldn't do that shit. But I don't know. I don't really know. I don't really know. But what I do know is that things are happening. Things are changing across the world, and we're going to talk about it today. So welcome. Hello to Pellinelda P. Have to kill me first. That faded history chap. How is it going to Edmond 7? What's up, Mrs. Christina? How you doing, CV? What's up, Virginia Olsen? What's going on? And oh yeah, Edmond 7, we got you there. We said hello to you, honestly. We got some things to get through today, and there's a lot of spacey news going on today, actually, in some kind of way. So we're just going to kind of start rolling through the punches, seeing if there's anything out there that grasp your eye. I'm sure you guys really want to hear about this one. Trump has no immunity, says a DC circuit court. Unsurprising, as DC, the circuit courts are the home field for the deep state. As long as this is a long shot claim anyhow. We'll see what Soctus thinks. Yeah. But that's right. Today it was so ordered and adjudicated and adjudged that Donald Trump's appeal about the whole January 6th situation is denied. Yep, they denied it. So, is he not going to appeal it again? Oh, obviously he's going to be appealing this shit to the Supreme Court. I mean, what is this guy, the dumbest person on the planet? No. He's not the dumbest person on the planet. I'm sure he knows exactly what is going on in this particular situation, indeed. But, I mean, as far as we know, that's actually what's going down. Like, at least what I thought. I had a thing. Oh, yeah, I do have a thing. There we go. There's Orange Man Bad himself right there. Dude, did they, like, extra orangify his hair? Because his fucking hair looks pink. Like, seriously, motherfuckers, what's your problem, dude? Like, just put him how he looks. Stop doctoring the fucking photos. There's no way his hair is that fucking pink. Whatever. Anyways, court rejects Trump's claims that he can't be criminally prosecuted in a case because it involves actions that he took when he was president. And yeah, the DC court said, nah, man, you can definitely go on trial for that. So it's getting divvied up and gussied up to the Supreme Court. And it's basically going to be a situation where the Supreme Court can accept his case and review it, or they can reject it. And if they reject it, that means that it's all over. If they decline to review it, that means that it's all over, which means that it's his last shot before he goes in front of the judge and has to take all that stuff because apparently he did something that he wasn't supposed to when he was sitting down and telling people to stop this nonsense. I mean, I don't know why they really want... Wait, oh yeah, we know why they want him so bad. And we know why it's like this. It's because, I don't know... Have you noticed that the Fannie Willis thing is kind of blown up in their face pretty well? And then they're trying to talk about some guy in a perjury plea deal. And now, oh, well, we got to bring the other thing back up. And it's like I told you, they're just going to keep on swinging at the stars at this one. But this is pretty much the hardest hit yet, because basically the panel is like, nope, sorry, Trump, you're a civilian. You got to go on trial for all this stuff. And they said, we cannot accept former President Trump's claim that the president has unbounded authority to commit crimes that would neutralize most of the fundamental check on executive powers, says the unsigned but unanimous opinion from a 3-judge panel. Wow, only 3 judges, huh? I bet you they were all Democrats and they were all female too. Fantastic. I just like having big stuff because I'm a little guy. It looks funny when I'm holding a really big thing. What? I have simple tastes. At the bottom, former President Trump's stance would collapse the system of separated powers by placing the president beyond the reach of all 3 branches. The opinion says, we cannot accept that the office of the presidency places its former occupants above the law for all time thereafter, even though it was for something that happened when he was president. God, this is so crazy sometimes to read some of these opinions and stuff like this from judges. But then again, that's probably why I'm not a judge. And this all started because Trump filed a motion to dismiss the federal election interference case brought by special counsel Jack Smith, which is why nothing has really gone anywhere with that particular situation, because they're waiting on the appeals. So it basically means that he's got one shot left to get rid of this whole thing. And if he doesn't get rid of it, well, that means that they can finally move forward with it. And then we're still going to have to suffer through 2-3 months of bullshit for them to basically already have convicted him, even though the evidence clearly is in his favor. I mean, it's a kangaroo court, in my opinion. We don't live in the United States anymore. It's some kind of weird dictatorship. And I mean, the shit's going down the tube. So for the most part, good luck out there, okay? Because shit's going to get weird real fast. Let me tell you. Just getting weird real fast. So everyone's calling it Trump's defeat, but I'm pretty sure everybody was already ready for this to happen because, the aforementioned deep state exists out of Washington, D.C., and obviously Washington, D.C. is corrupt as fuck. So putting 3 and 2 together makes 5, and Bob's your uncle. So what do we got to really say about this other than it sucks to be Trump, right? It sucks to be Trump. He's just trying to save the country, trying to change things, and they keep stopping him. They don't want him to save things. They don't want him to be the good guy. They don't want him around. He's not getting the message, though, and it seems to be really pissing people off. Maybe it's pissing the wrong people off. I don't know. What I do know is that it's just kind of ridiculous. Just ridiculous. Doesn't make any sense. But I don't think it matters. Don't think it matters. Because in the Republican sphere of things, the RNC chairwoman, the longest held RNC chairwoman ever since 2017, is now resigning. That's right. Ronna McDaniel will no longer serve as the chairman of the RNC, who has been it for the longest time in history and has failed so fucking bad at it that it's almost an amazing situation that she was even in there in the first place. And it seems to have a lot to do with Trump, because Trump was telling her that he was going to have to get rid of her. She needs to get the fuck out the way because she's not doing anything good for anybody, trying to recreate the party and shit, not get around the big candidate or whatever. But yep. That's exactly what was basically happening. And it makes you kind of wonder. At least about a year ago, I told the chair I needed to move on for a variety of personal reasons. And we agreed that I would serve as chief of staff until the 2024 winter meeting, Reid told the RNC staff, according to a person familiar with the matter. So it looks like, bye-bye. See you later. A lot of different people are leaving all of a sudden. And are these the people that have, been mucking up the works? Is it not the Republican Party that they thought that they were going to be able to create? Nobody really knows. But it's pretty clear that good old Trumpinator holds all of the power in this particular situation, whether people want to admit it or not. I mean, it's at least easy to see in this particular respect for me. I just like the fact that, things are happening on that front. Things are moving. Stuff is changing. But weirdness abounds. Everything that we see. Everything that we do. Whatever. Oh, well. Oh, well. Oh, well. I don't know. The most American country guy that was out there, Toby Keith, very, very popular dude for singing, I'll put a boot in your ass, it's the American way. Fuck yeah, Uncle Sam. Something or other. Yeah, anyways, Toby Keith died. He died. That's sad. It's actually really sad. And he died not that long ago. Or he died like a couple days ago, maybe. But it wasn't that long ago that we actually heard about his battle with cancer. And I think it's just sad that, he finally kicked the bucket from it. And his final performances are looking pretty crazy because, he almost looks nothing like he used to because that cancer really got him bad, yo. But yep, Toby Keith died, and it is just a sad day, man. He was fighting cancer for a really long time. He looked like a completely different guy, dude. That's him at his prime, and that's what he looked like towards the end, right? And he kept it to himself, I guess, for a really long time. But
egos aren't as good for you. That's a famous painting from Elk Willis. Singles of the year, album of the year. Played defensive end for the Oklahoma City Drillers. There's the old jersey. That was when I was really stupid.
That was when I was really stupid. Anyways, just a sad day, man. Please don't give my eulogy when you die. No, I don't give eulogies for anybody. But if I did a eulogy for somebody, it'd be a good one. I gotta say, though, he's good. Yep. Toby Keith, though. Sex, he got eaten alive by cancer, bro. He was a great guy. Just gotta say, it's sad that he's gone. All that great-ass country music that I used to get drunk to. If I still drank beer, I'd be drinking one for you. A cold one, mi amigo. But yep, he is alive. But now he is not. He was eaten by the cancer. The cancer made him dead. Cancer kills. Why do people get cancer? Nobody knows why these malignancies form within the body, but some people think that it has something to do with the failure of a cell to adipose at the correct time till it starts multiplying and taking up nutrients and resources till it kills the host body. Doing so in the same way that Henrietta Lex's cells did back in the day when they found the first immortal cells. Sad. Maybe we could scrape off some of Toby Keith and then, clone him later. Because, seriously, in 1,000 years or whatever, we're going to need some Toby Keith, I think. They're not going to understand it, but they're going to like them. They're going to like the noise. Okay? They're going to like the noise. Should have been a cowboy. Should have learned to roam around. Right? Real sad. What's this?
Guess which is it? Is it NBA or NFL? 36 have been accused of spousal abuse. 7 have been arrested for fraud. 19 have been accused
that's
of
the
writing
government.
bad checks.
I've seen this one. This is the government.
Or indirectly been bankrupted at least 2 businesses. 3 have done time for assault.
And we're gonna punish them.
71 cannot get a credit card due to their bad credit. 14 have been arrested on drug-related charges. 8 have been arrested for shoplifting. 21 currently are defendants in lawsuits, and 84 have been arrested for drunk driving in the last year. How many of you think NBA? How many of you think NFL? Well, the answer is neither. It's the 435 members of the United States Congress.
Damn. Yeah, we've seen that one before. Eric Adams, associate, pleads guilty to straw donor scheme for New York mayor. Dwayne Montgomery, former NYPD colleague of New York City Mayor Eric Adams, pleaded guilty on Monday to orchestrating a straw donor scheme that funneled tens of thousands of dollars into Adams' 2021 campaign. Montgomery pleaded guilty to one conspiracy charge, according to a copy of the agreement released by the Manhasset District Attorney Alan Bragg. Montgomery's plea deal, pending approval by Manhattan criminal court judge, would see him receive a discharge provided he completes 200 hours of community service and pays a fine of $500. Oh, wow. Straw donor schemes for the guy that's currently destroying New York City by giving all the money away to immigrants? Wow. Man, what do you think they're going to do next year when they got all these straw donor schemes happening? Or this year, actually. It's this year. What are you going to do when they start doing all that shit with the illegal immigrants, you fucking dumb bitches? Seriously, do people not even think about this shit anymore? I don't know. Honestly, don't know. Whatever. In a stunner, the House GOP bid to impeach Alexander Mayorkas failed like a motherfucker. Oh my God. No way. Marjorie Taylor Greene, you failed. I cannot fucking believe it.
Our majority is
I cannot believe it.
Of course,
so
my colleagues
hot.
that voted no, I think they'll be hearing from their constituents.
Okay, maybe she's not hot, but she's
But
fucking
we have a plan in place. There was a motion to
Most
recommit,
girls
and that means that we can bring the articles of impeachment back to the floor maybe as early as next week. So this is not over yet.
Oh, it's not over yet? Okay, cool. It's not over yet, guys. It's not over yet, dude. We might be able to fix it, bring it back. But yes, the House GOP effort to impeach Homeland Security Secretary Alejandro Mayorkas failed in embarrassing fashion on Tuesday as 3 Republicans, fucking rhino pieces of shit, joined Democrats in voting against what would have been the second ever impeachment of a cabinet official, and they fucking failed. And the 214-216 vote was a stunning loss for the GOP that faced continual pressure from its right flank to impeach a Biden official, even as a party he has waffled over which one to focus on. Yep. And it seems that Representative Al Green of Texas, who showed up unexpectedly having a surgery recently, wearing a hospital gown, scrubs, and no stocks, took a vote against the bill. Republicans entered a vote with 2 GOPs voting no, from Rep. Ken Buck in Colorado and Tom McClintock in California. And Rep. Mike Gallagher from Wisconsin also voted against the impeachment. Can you believe that shit? Fucking rhino Republicans from Democrat-led states. You just gotta love those guys, right? They're just so easy to buy. I wonder how much they made off of that little shenanigans. But that's all right. She's gonna bring it back. According to her, she's gonna bring it back. We'll have to see if she actually does. Don't know if she will, but it'll be interesting to see. It'll be interesting to see, for sure. Oh, yay! More Israel-Hamas stuff. All right, what are we looking at today? Hamas responds to proposed Gaza ceasefire plan. Oh, great. We have another ceasefire plan? And what does Hamas say? Yes, details of the deals set out by Israel, the U.S., Qatar, and Egypt have not been released, and it was earlier reported to include a 6-week truce when more Israeli hostages would be exchanged for Palestinian prisoners. Israel, the U.S., have both said that they are reviewing Hamas's response. I wonder what Hamas's response is, actually, because they obviously don't know what it is. But, you know, I can imagine that it's probably going to be like, well, I mean, yeah, if you guys give us hostages back, we'll give you hostages back. We haven't killed any of them. We've been feeding them and keeping them nice because we know that if we kill any of them, you fucking Israelis are going to kill like 10,000 more of us because that's how y'all work. So who really knows what is happening? But a senior Hamas official told the BBC group that they had a positive vision in response to the framework, but had some amendments relating to the rebuilding of Gaza, the return of its residents to their homes, and provisions for those who've been displaced. Because, you know, there's a lot of those Israeli settlers that keep taking land that doesn't belong to them, and they keep moving in right after it gets all bombed up and stuff to say, well, now we live here. We bombed it, and it's ours now. So I guess that's really what we got to deal with. It was a week ago that this was sent, but everything's still on, and the United States is obviously trying to schmickle this thing or shigale this thing in some kind of weird way. So I guess we're just going to all have to figure out what we're going to do about that situation. And I'm sure that they're patiently awaiting $20 more billion from us. Oh, yes, they are. Oh, yes, they are. Interesting. When it comes to presidential nominating contests, some states have primaries and some states has caucuses, but this year Nevada has both, and neither of them should ever really affect the race for the nomination. Interesting. Tuesday, November 6th, the state of Nevada will hold a primary, and there will be only one major Republican candidate on the ballot. Former United Nations ambassador and South Carolina Governor Nikki Haley. 2 days later, on Thursday, February 8th, the Nevada Republican Party will hold caucuses around the state where caucus goers will be able to vote for one or two of the remaining candidates, either Donald Trump or longshot businessman Ryan Binkley, but no Nikki Haley. And basically, nobody really knows who's going to get the nomination. Yeah. But apparently Mike Pence is actually still running, and I didn't even know that. I didn't know Tim Scott was running. I have no idea who Hirsch Singh is, but, you know, for most people, they're not going to be voting for any of those candidates. Yep. And there's the results right there of the Nevada GOP primary. None of these candidates won. Literally, none of these candidates won. That's who won. Nobody wants Nikki Haley. Nobody wants Mike Pence. Nobody wants Tim Scott. Although Nevada seems to want to throw away the state to Nikki Haley for some reason. I just don't understand why everybody's trying to get behind that dumb bitch. It's just really stupid, dude. Have you heard that the pretender to the throne, Craig Wright, is once again in court trying to proclaim that he is Satoshi Nakamoto and doing a very poor job of it because, you know, he's basically getting roasted right now in court, even though he's denying that he forged any evidence. And he says that if he did forge some evidence, it would be perfect. He still hasn't been able to provide any evidence that he actually has the keys behind anything that would promote him being Satoshi Nakamoto, namely all of the Bitcoins, because he thinks that somehow he was able to go to court and get somebody to hand the keys over to him, even though that's not fundamentally how the network works in the first place. So it's just really funny. But there's a lot of crypto people taking his ass to court right now, and it's honestly apparently one of the funniest things that's probably ever come out, because they're slowly but surely getting him to prove that he is not Satoshi Nakamoto in court by making all these denials and stuff. And it's kind of glorious because it's in fact a skill issue. So you might have heard about this. We all know who the real Satoshi Nakamoto. It's each and every single one of us. That's who the real Satoshi Nakamoto is. Every single one of us that actually mines Bitcoin with the computer. All of you cocksuckers with ASICs and all that other shit. All your Bitcoins belong to us, motherfucker. You just don't know it yet. Anyways, jury finds Jennifer Crumbley guilty of involuntary manslaughter in son's school shooting. What? Ethan Crumbley killed 4 students in his high school in November 2021, and now his mother is found guilty of involuntary manslaughter because, well, she was found guilty. That's right. She was charged in connection with the shooting carried out by her son, James Crumbley, who also faces 4 counts of involuntary manslaughter and will have a separate trial in March. Yes. The jury foreperson told ABC News producer that she was walking to her car, that the verdict came down to the fact that Jennifer was the last adult with the gun. She was the last adult with the gun. So 15-year-old Ethan Crumbley was sentenced to life in prison for killing 4 students and injuring 7 others at Oxford High School. He pled guilty to 24 charges, including first-degree murder. Damn. But now, she's going to jail, too. The prosecutors presented damning evidence of Crumbley parents who bought their son the gun used in the shootings, failed to respond to warning signs exhibited by the shooter prior to the attack. Yes, the parents bought him the gun, and then they let him do whatever he wanted with it. Yeah. Gotta love that shit, right? Is this justice, though? I don't know. But I feel like we're going to see a whole lot more of that if any of these school shooting situations happen once again. Very weird. In other weirdness, it is being reported by Tucker Carlson on Twitter that he is going to be interviewing Vladimir Putin.
We're in Moscow tonight. We're here to interview the president of Russia, Vladimir Putin. We'll be doing that soon. There are risks to conducting an interview like this, obviously, so we thought about it carefully over many months.
You fucking serious, bro?
Here's why we're doing it. First, because it's our job. We're in journalism.
First, it's because it's our job.
Our duty is to inform people.
Valid.
2 years into a war that's reshaping the entire world, most Americans are not informed. They have no real idea what's happening in this region, here in Russia or 600 miles away in Ukraine. But they should know. They're paying for much of it in ways they might not fully yet perceive. The war in Ukraine is a human disaster. It's left hundreds of thousands of people dead, an entire generation of young Ukrainians, and it's depopulated the largest country in Europe. But the long-term effects are even more profound. This war has utterly reshaped the global military and trade alliances, and the sanctions that followed have as well. And in total, they have upended the world economy. The post-World War II economic order, the system that guaranteed prosperity in the West for more than 80 years, is coming apart very fast, and along with it, the dominance of the US dollar. These are not small changes. They are history-altering developments. They will define the lives of our grandchildren.
That fucking Nitro Pepsi, man, is good as shit.
Perfectly well. They can see it. Ask anyone in Asia or the Middle East what
the
future
bubbles
looks like.
That Nitro Pepsi, man, it's real good, dude. The bubbles are like smaller. I like the little bubbles. CO2 bubbles. Give me the Nitro. Oh yeah. So yeah, Tucker Carlson's interviewing Vladimir Putin. Dude, if you don't fucking shoot him with a finger gun or something like that, I don't have any fucking respect for you. If you do not try to kill Vladimir Putin standing next to him, you're a bitch. Cap. And then, here I am in like 2 years, I'm going to be standing next to Vladimir Putin in some stupid situation. And if I don't try to fucking kill him, I'm going to be a bitch. Fuck it. Why do I have to set myself up like this? God damn it. I'm just making a joke, universe. Please don't fucking do that. You fucking kill me. You just fucking rip my hat off, shit down my throat, Nitro Pepsi's good as fuck, though. I mean, can we wait? Can we see? Can we do anything about this? I don't know. But I mean, it seems to be happening. He's interviewing Vladimir Putin. I think it's going to be possibly one of the greatest interviews that ever graces our presence, because we don't know if he can ask questions, what kind of questions he has, but it's Tucker fucking Carlson, and he is just like, he is the GOAT of reporters, because I feel like he's kind of like he's like a fence leaner. Like, I feel like he's definitely into some shit. He's done shit with the boys, you know what I mean? He's got that great outward persona where he seems all clean cut, but this dude's gangbanging bitches. I'm just saying it. He's eating those zids, gangbanging bitches. He's out there in fucking Russia right now. He's getting some of them Russian sweeties and shit. He's probably gonna hit the freaking strip club after he meets up with Putin and shit. I got respect for this man. I mean, he's what Hunter Biden could have been. You know what I'm saying? He's what Hunter Biden could have been. Who's a greater character? Hunter Biden, Tucker Carlson. They're both legends, just legends in a different way. But I think that this is probably going to put him on the map in a way like you wouldn't believe. He's possibly already on every fucking list that you could ever possibly imagine. Like, dude, no-fly list and shit. This dude met with Putin. And it's like hilarious to think that it's Tucker Carlson. And I mean, don't you remember they were saying that Tucker Carlson was like Vladimir Putin's lapdog, and he was like spreading Putin's propaganda and all this shit? He's no longer working for Fox News or anything, and now he's actually gonna interview Putin. This fucking shit. They were calling him a traitor too, shit. And he's thinking that and then he's like posting these videos on Twitter, and then like by proxy now, Elon Musk and Vladimir Putin are fucking together. Oh my god, dude! Like, you guys have no idea how much shit they're gonna fucking pull out of this. Maybe you do. Maybe do. Maybe do. He's a traitor to America. Yeah, dude. I don't know, bro. I don't know if this is the move, Tucker, but you're already fucking there. You're already fucking doing it. Hit up my girl, Elena. Get her to do some of that fucking flawless twerking up in there. Shit would be fire. Fire. Fire, dude. Fire. Liberals be like, journalism. Journalism? Journalism? Motherfucking Tucker Carlson, you treasonous bastard. I didn't even see this meme. It's good ass meme. Everybody that's... Wait a minute. People fucking interview Putin all the time. What? This isn't new? Yeah, but nobody's interviewed Putin since he's been this old, you know? Like, no, dude. It's the same fucking thing they've done, like, time and time again. Nobody's new. Nothing is different. Everything's always the same. People always do the shit. But yeah, when all those guys did fucking interviews with them, they were all journalists. But since, you know, it's Tucker Carlson, it's treason now. Fuck them. Fuck you, Tucker. Yeah, dude. You suck, Tucker. Maybe it's retribution. I don't know. I don't see how this picture even lines up with there. But you know what? Hey, fine. It's good. What the hell is this? Major corruption scandal at the New York City Housing Authority involves a third of buildings with at least 70 arrests. Holy shit. 70 people are charged in connection with the varying alleged corruption and kickback schemes. In New York City? No way. Not in New York City.
We start with what the feds say is the biggest single-day bribery takedown in the history of the Justice Department.
Holy fuck! What?
David Usry, 70
the
people were
first, the biggest, what? The biggest takedown of corruption in the history of everything. And it happened in New York City with the Housing Authority, a place that has fucking always been known for having the skyest of high rents and just the corruption.
charged today, including many NYCHA building supers. We have live team coverage, starting with our chief investigative reporter, Jonathan Deans, who broke the story this morning. He's in the newsroom. Jonathan.
David, Natalie, in this one investigation, prosecutors say they found corruption in 1/3 of all New York City public housing projects. Today, dozens of current and former workers were led away in handcuffs. There were so many public housing workers allegedly taking bribes that the feds had a bus on standby today to drive them over to court.
They got a bus?
The overflow of suspects.
They had to get a bus?
Led away into U.S. Marshal vans. All the
hey, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Hold up. Hold up. I don't want to seem racist right now, but I'm seeing them.
Suspects were soon seen being
okay, white guy, black guy, black guy, black guy.
Here,
another black guy.
Investigations agents, along with City Department of
white
Investigation
man
detectives, seen taking away some workers from the Paisley Park
probably brown, maybe white, got white bottom palms.
Properties raided this morning to arrest supers and assistant supers from the Latimer and Woodside houses in Queens to the Taft and MLK houses.
Holy fucking shit, bro.
And extorting bribes from contractors had become business as usual.
Holy shit, bro.
100 NYCHA buildings across all 5 boroughs.
Prosecutors say bribe schemes like these have been ongoing for a decade.
Holy fuck, dude. Hundreds. Look at that map right there. It looks like it has chickenpox. Holy shit, bro. Also, it says right here, to wit, solicitation and the receipt of bribes by an agent of an organization receiving federal funds in violation of Title 18 United States Code, Section 666A1B. Yes.
Involving jobs like window replacements or plumbing.
And by the way, like, I remember when we went to New York City, I would go by these buildings and they would just be like in fucking disrepair and ruin. And now you know why.
$1,000 or less, no bid contracts at the discretion of the super to get the work done.
Oh, yes! Sewer guy Rob, the smartest man I know. Going on for decades. Why did they do it now? Asking the fucking bazillion-dollar question. Why would they be doing that now? Sewer guy Rob, why would they be arresting all these people, getting all this corruption and stuff, and all these building supers and stuff, unless, what would their reasoning be for doing it now? You know? I don't know. Could it possibly be this illegal immigration crisis that's happening? And then what if we just, I don't know, came up with some reasons to evict everybody from all of these buildings, and then we just moved in a bunch of fucking immigrants and got federal funding for it? So let's just replace one grift with another even more lucrative grift, and let's throw all the grifters that we caught in the jail so nobody can catch us.
But too often, to get the work, investigators say that contractors had to give the NYCHA workers
agreed
a big kickback, meaning more money to line pockets and less money to improve living conditions.
These victims may have been cheated out of better services and programs meant to improve their lives.
NYCHA houses about 300,000 New Yorkers, and the agency gets about $1.5 billion in federal aid. This latest public housing corruption investigation began about a year ago. The feds and DOI say they documented $2 million in bribes on $13 million in contracts.
If the contractors didn't pay up, the defendants wouldn't give them the work. That's classic pay to play. And this culture of corruption at NYCHA ends today.
Tough talk from the U.S. attorney, who said in addition to the 70 charged today, more arrests could soon be coming.
I'm seeing a lot of basketball Americans, and it's making me wonder.
Some contractors are cooperating with the feds against building supers. Most defendants now charged with federal solicitation of a bribe, a count that carries a max of 10 years in prison. Several others also face federal extortion counts that carry up to 20 years if convicted. Natalie?
Chief Holy
shit, bro.
Story, John. A lot of folks talking about this. News Force Andrew Sif continuing our team coverage
Holy
now
balls.
live in Manhattan with the reaction from the NYCHA residents, Andrew.
Right, Natalie, and some of the defendants that Jonathan just talked about are making their initial appearances in federal court behind me. But as you indicated, we spoke with residents. Many of them are just in disbelief, and they're wondering if this alleged bribe scheme impacted the pace of getting things fixed.
No shit! No way! Fucking genius!
And other apartment problems got delayed.
Yeah, I wonder if this is why they never fixed a goddamn thing and their building always looks like ass.
Delayed because of the alleged bribe scheme.
I mean, that's crazy. You know, people put in work orders and wonder why they take so long to come up with these work orders, and they taking money.
Others say they aren't surprised.
Wait, hold up. Nah, that dude knew exactly what was going on. Look at his fucking face. Look at him. I'm playing this again. Look at this motherfucker.
And they taking money.
Look where he's looking. Look. Oh, yeah. I don't want to use work orders.
They aren't surprised to hear about the criminal charges. You don't see
No, I don't. It's been going on.
I don't seem shocked at all. We know it's been going on forever. Well, how do you think the fucking feds found out about it, you goddamn geniuses? Good job.
You know, what can we do as New Yorkers?
It's a very disappointing.
What can you do as New Yorkers? You can complain. There's a bazillion of y'all in that little fucking city. Stop complaining about the dumb shit that doesn't matter and start worrying about the things that do matter, like where you fucking live and like getting it fixed and shit, so like you ain't living in like a rat infested hole or some shit like that in New York City. Because I don't know about you, those rats are big as fuck. and I don't want anything to do with it. Okay, I went to New York City. It wasn't for me. I don't think. I mean, he was all right. There's some cool people and shit, but like that motherfucker was dirty.
CEO of the Housing Authority, the nation's largest.
I got sick as fuck because it was so fucking dirty.
For those accused,
they've betrayed the public trust. We will not tolerate.
Yeah, dude, Lisa Bova Hyatt, the CEO of NYCHA. Yes, we're not going to tolerate all you little bitches that were doing this stuff right under my nose where I wasn't getting any kickbacks at all. Yeah.
Any type of malfeasance.
Bitch, I don't trust her, dude. I know she was involved. I'm telling you right now, she's involved. She needs to go down too. I can see it in her fucking nasty hair and those expensive ass fucking designer fucking sunglasses that she's wearing.
but also tried to keep the arrests in perspective. 55 current employees.
But yeah, they got lots of room for illegal immigrants now.
12,000.
Although 55 is a huge number, in the context of all the work that we do across the 5 boroughs, it puts it in
55 that got
City
caught.
investigators have made 14 recommendations
that got caught.
of what NYCHA can do better, including cost controls and better oversight.
Our recommendations include transferring responsibility from micro purchases from development level staff to a centralized procurement unit.
And what investigators are saying is also to have a
micropayments
cost structure that takes away some of the haggling, the negotiating, and the alleged bribery. We're live in Lower Manhattan. Andrew.
Bribery. God damn, you gotta love New York City, dude. New York City's getting hit left and right, dude. The city of brotherly love with all the corrupt as fuck, bro. Corrupt. Mayor taking getting fucking dodos off of some scheme. Somebody goes down. They taking down NYCHA Authority, Housing Authority people. Yeah, it's only a third of the places that they run, but it's only 55 employees. We know it was more than that. We know you guys are just doing this for immigration housing. We're not fucking dumb. What's this? If you want to know why the U.S. media is flipping out over Tucker's interview of Putin, this explains it all. Oh, wait.
May I just ask you a direct question? Did you order Alexei Navalny's assassination?
Of course not. We don't have this kind of habit of assassinating anybody. That's one. Number two is, I want to ask you, did you order the assassination of the woman who walked into the Congress and who was shot and killed by a policeman? Do you know that 450 individuals were arrested after entering the Congress, and they didn't go there to steal a laptop? They came with political demands. 450 people have been detained.
You're talking about the Capitol.
They're looking at jail time between 15 and 25 years. And they came to the Congress with political demands. Isn't that persecution for political opinions?
May I just ask you a direct question? Did you order Alexei Navalny's?
Fuck. Well, this one's gonna get hit. I'll see you guys in like 2 weeks, motherfucker, probably. Oh, Jesus. Holy fuck, bro. What am I even supposed to say to that? Oh my God, I didn't even watch that. What? Were you telling me they already interviewed this motherfucker and he was talking about January 6th? This is very confusing. But yeah, Putin's kind of right, dude. Like, he's kind of right, bro. Like, what the fuck? I don't know. I just want to say that, you know, the United States didn't have too much of a problem with Vladimir Putin when Donald Trump was the president. Putin only became a problem after Biden got in for some reason. Oh, yeah, it was that Ukraine thing, right? The Ukraine thing where Trump was all like, you fucking move out of Ukraine, I'm gonna fucking nuke you. And he was like, all right, shit, bro, we ain't fucking moving into Ukraine. As soon as Biden gets in, he's like, all right, we're going after Ukraine. Biden's a pussy. He's not gonna fucking nuke us. Trump, wild card. I don't trust the motherfucker. He's crazy as fuck. Holy shit, dude. Holy shit, bro. And I guess I should get to the thing that I actually wanted to talk about today for any of you guys that are still fucking here. You know, y'all didn't fucking feel it, did you? I did. I was at work, bro. I was sitting at work and I was looking around and I was like, you know, it is insanely hot today right now. And sure enough, yes, an explosion of epic proportions was released from the sun today. A massive plume of energized particles soaring 900,000 miles an hour through space triggered blackouts in Australia and South Asia. I felt it. We got rung like a fucking bell, and it's not over. Nope, it is not over. But yes, reports Tuesday morning noted that ham radio operators and mariners had been disrupted around the two targets, and the long-duration flares were basically released Monday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard, and the solar storm reached our planet shortly after 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And boy, oh boy, did I feel that shit. It was like big. I was like, what the fuck was that, dude? Fuck it. And we were talking about it. Just to point it out for you, here's an image of what the plume looked like. And then that little blue ball right there is, well, that's the Earth. That's the Earth. So let's just like go to look at it. So yeah, here's the actual thing. Here's the picture of the plume. You can see that there. Very big. And then there's the Earth. And there's the plume. And there's the Earth. And there's the plume. And there's the Earth. And there's the sun. And there's the plume. And there's the spot where it came out of. And there's the plume. And there's the Earth. Not the big box, that little blue dot. Yeah. Woo! Woo! Yeah, no one here yet. We already talked about Nikki losing to the primary to no one of the list. Or not listed. Candidate, none of these candidates. Anyways. Massive solar storm of epic proportions, and the fact that it's even that big, 900,000 miles an hour, disrupting communications and shit like that. The fact of the matter is that it was an M-class flares, which could cause small to moderate radio blackouts on the daylight side of the Earth. So obviously in the morning, it's not going to affect us as much because it's going to be more of a glancing blow. But depending on when that comes out, this is exactly what we were talking about during the beginning of the year, because the sun is now in that phase where it's going to be, I guess, very, very active. And we're coming into the situation where a lot of remote viewers have talked about where they can't see past a certain point. They can't see past a certain day because everything got wiped out, and they all remember seeing one thing: a big bright ass flash of light. The kill shot. A mass ejection of coronal material so large that the Earth is vaporized. Not vaporized, but we are. Like in fucking Terminator, where she's holding onto the thing and is like, ah! And you know what? It's fine. It's whatever. This place sucks ass anyway. This place sucks dick, and not the good kind, like a little tiny one. Anyways, CMEs can produce geomagnetic storms, whole lots of other shit, and yeah, space weather reports are just being like, yeah, dude. It was a pretty big disruption area right there. That big red dot's where it hit. And that was like a glancing blow. It just barely missed us, and that's the only spot that it actually hit on. So right now, our shields are waning very, very bigly. Very bigly. And you're going to start seeing the effects of it all over the place. Hurricane, gale force winds, fucking earthquakes, the whole 9 yards. So there's not much you can be able to do about it. Hope you're already prepared. And if you're not, well, it's not like it matters anyway. Yep. And we already know that it was just a month ago that the same thing happened, because off the coast of the United States and South America, we had just a smaller storm that happened that did the exact same thing. But it's all rolling up to an eventual large-ass hit that everybody talks about. The end of everything, the blackouts, the reason that you got old cars and you have a bicycle still, because when all the computers get knocked out and all the children don't know what to do, you can make them into slaves and hooligans, whatever. But it's fine, dude. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. We'll be okay. I think we'll be okay. Maybe we're gonna be okay. I don't know if we're going to be okay, but what I do know is that, yeah, it's going to be a little bit weird, guys. It's going to be weird in the future. We got solar storms rocking us. We got them going after Donald Trump, but are we even going to make it to the elections? Or is something even crazier going to happen? Is there going to be another global pandemic? Are we going to be in a world war? I don't know. But all I do know is the show's over. So you ain't got to go home, but you ain't got to stay here, because we're going to be all like doing other shit. So either way, I guess that's pretty much it. Hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your evening. Hit the like button, subscribe, share this with your friends, do all that jazz. Check us out at griftcast.com if you want to get some sweet merch. And that's pretty much it. Au revoir. Bye-bye. Have a good one. See you later. Hope you guys